Hi, my name is Garrett Kiesel. I attended Florida State University where I majored in civil engineering and ultimately got an internship here at WGI during my senior year and transitioned into a full-time job here where I work in the private sector of the land development group here in the West Palm Beach office.
Hi, my name is Nicole Miller. I graduated from FAU in 2017 where I started as a new hire in the roadway department, and for the last 2 years I've spent my time in the civil group as well in West Palm Beach, but I work in the public sector.
So the typical day comes in, you come and check all your emails where you're talking back and forth with some of your design team members, the construction team members, and even clients who are asking questions about where the project's at, how's permitting going, when do you think construction can start, and other questions that they would just have about the project. Also, you got to remember that we're going to be focusing a lot in CAD design and our calculations for stormwater management, paving design, and a bunch of other aspects that go into the land development world.
And don't forget, we take plenty of breaks for snacks and coffee.
You gotta remember the coffee for sure. Some of the cool things that I've had the opportunity to do during the job is being able to go and celebrate the stuff that we've been working on, like doing topping off parties or showing up for a groundbreaking celebration where you go out and celebrate all the hard work that you did in paper and in the office and converting the project into a real world thing. I mean, that's something, wondering about what you actually do on the job is a great question for when I was coming out of college. Another question I had during college was just which part of the civil sector I wanted to be in. Did you happen to know anything about that?
I did. When I was in school, I had an internship in civil land development, not with this company, but it really helped push me into the field that I'd like to go into.
Mm-hmm.
When I started working here, I worked in roadway and thought it would be a great opportunity to try something different, but ultimately I realized that civil land development is where I truly wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. Did you network with any other young professional engineers when you were in college at all, or?
Yes, I did, and I found that through my internship I was offered a lot of opportunities to network with other younger professionals as well as just everyday professionals, and I thought that it was extremely important to not only get your name out there and get people talking about you,
Mm-hmm.
but also see what everybody else thinks about the same field, or get interested in other fields so that maybe you weren't aware of, coming out of college.
Yeah, I mean, the civil degree I feel like has an endless amount of areas you could work in, and I feel like there's a right fit for everybody.
Yes,
for sure.
yeah.
Hey Natalia, what's a piece of advice you'd give to a recent graduate?
I would tell them to not be discouraged by the little things or the big things. If you don't get the interview, if you don't get the job, it's okay. Keep going, keep trying.
Perfect, thank you. Hey Brett.
Yeah.
What's a piece of advice you give to an upcoming graduate?
Upcoming college graduate?
Yep.
More than anything else, it's just attitude. It's team player, willingness, openness, positivity. So your positive attitude will trump everything else, more than grades or what classes you took, your transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you have that team attitude, that positive attitude, will go miles as opposed to exactly what you know. It's just going in with the right attitude. It's the best advice I can give you, Grant.
Perfect, thanks.
Yep.
Hey Jensen, what's a piece of advice you'd like to give to your fellow college student?
I would definitely say seek internship opportunities. It's a great way to get hands-on experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also, it gives you the opportunity to figure out which sector of civil engineering you want to work in once you graduate.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
A piece of advice I can give anyone coming out of college is go and get internships, like she was saying. Having that internship experience really helps you figure out what niche of civil you want to be in and helps you gain that experience, so once you get into the full-time job, you kind of almost know what it's already going to be like.
I think my one piece of advice was to find a job that you like the people and you like the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, work isn't always going to be fun, but if you have a great group of people who are supportive and willing to go through those challenges with you, I think it's really, really makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be here a lot of your time away from home, and it's important to like the people that you're with.
Yeah, and enjoy the work that you're doing too.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big part of your life. So you got to get out there, go join all the ASC and FES groups too.
Yes.
Just because that was a great way for me to meet people in the industry, because we had sponsors and people in Tallahassee that would come into our monthly meetings and speak to us about what they work on, who they work for, and kind of help us with questions that we have. It's always great to get that in the field experience, asking those people questions who are actually out there doing the work before I started leaving college.
And those contacts will be contacts for the remainder of your career.
100%. Yeah.